even if they took a shit in the ring, got a huge response because it was all fake. So the guys learned nothing, but Paul managed to make himself look good to the people who didn't know any better watching television because he actually instructed the fans to cheer for his shit.
Wow.
I could go on and on, but I won't because I see by the old clock on the wall that it's almost time for me to get some cheeseburgers, but I got plenty more, and the point is, Paul's a talented guy, Paul's a brilliant guy, Paul's done a lot of good things in the business, also, like I said, with the hardcore stuff, a lot of bad things, but the problem is, and the reason why nobody wants to be around him, and nobody wants to deal with him, and why that basically he's off doing whatever it is he's doing, is because he won't stop lying. And I never appreciated that because with Paul, he can tell the truth, and it's entertaining enough. But he lies even when he doesn't have to lie, just for the sake of lying. And I don't like that.
Jim, one thing I want to ask you real quick, I know you got to run. I just wanted to ask you, were you surprised that Vince McMahon had a financial hand in ECW?
Well, no, because I was there when he did it. Because he had taken several of the ECW talents, and he felt bad because he was taking, this struggling young entrepreneur's talent away from him. So I watched him physically pick up the phone, call his financial guy, and say, put Paul Heyman on the payroll for $1,000 a month as a makeup for taking away some of his talent. And then as soon as he did that, there was Paul E. cutting promos against Vince, and he was the evil empire, which, of course, he was, but don't take the guy's money while you're doing that. Wait till after he fucks you and then do it, like I did. But the thing is, he was also telling his boys, I don't have anything to do with Vince McMahon. I don't have anything to do. We're trying to beat the WWF. Fuck them. Here's Vince McMahon paying the guy because he took his talent. Vince McMahon doing something decent and honest and reputable for once. But Paul's telling all the people in ECW, no, fuck them. They're trying to fuck us and put us out of business. Don't work the boys. Work the fucking people. Like I said, Paul ended up making a transition. Before ECW, the marks were in the seats, and the fucking guys that worked were in the locker room. He reversed the procedure and put the marks in the locker room and put the people who were smart to the business out in the seats. I didn't like that. I liked the business a lot better when the marks were up front.
Well, there you have it. There's Jim Cornette's feelings on Paul Heyman, and hopefully everyone enjoyed that.
Maybe me and Paul E. can do a debate one time. We have Bolin referee that.
You know what? I would love to set that up. Are you willing to do that if I can get Paul Heyman to do it?
Are you kidding? Well, only if we can figure out a way to make some money out of it, because I'm not going to suffer through having to talk to that guy on the phone for an hour unless I get a payoff. But if anybody can figure out how to do it, Tommy, you can.
Well, Tim, thank you very much once again for another weekly installment of Cornette's Commentary here on Who's Slamming Who. Any previews for next week's show?
Well, let's see what bad happens at WrestleMania, and we'll laugh about that.
There you go. Until then, Jim, thank you very much, and we'll talk to you next week, the day after WrestleMania 25.
Thanks, Tommy.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.